The Ferrari SP48 Unica is the most recent entry to the one-off series produced by the Prancing Horse brand. It was presented to the public for the first time at the beginning of May, and it is now a part of the most elite group in all of Maranello's production. These are one-of-a-kind, entirely bespoke autos that are made to the requirements of a single customer, and they are developed as a lucid statement of the customer's very own exact preferences and needs. Welcome to FAM, one of your favorite channels, which covers the most fantastic topics out there. Before we go further, please make sure that you like this video at the end and subscribe to this channel in order to support us, and further turn the notifications bell icon on so we know when we are going to post next. Let's not waste further time and get started, shall we? The F8 Tributo chassis served as the basis for the development of the two-seater sports Berlinetta known as the SP48 Unica. It was conceived by the Ferrari Styling Center, which works under the direction of Flavio Manzoni, who serves in the capacity of Chief Design Officer for the company. In comparison to the first model, this one is easily identifiable because of the clean lines and confident demeanor it exudes. Additionally, the fact that its front profile is in the shape of an arrow assures that it cannot be confused with anything else. Two of the most important elements in the process of achieving this impression were the following: relocation of the brake air intakes, which came after the headlamps were reworked to improve their appearance. Because of their extensive use of procedural parametric modeling techniques and 3D prototyping, the designers at the Ferrari Styling Center and the engineers in Maranello were able to completely redesign the front grille and the engine air intakes. This was made possible by the use of modern computer technology, additive manufacturing. In the creation of this one-of-a-kind unique automobile, this was one of the features that was given the utmost importance. This state-of-the-art manufacturing procedure resulted in the production of immaculate three-dimensional grilles that gave the impression of having been carved out of a solid block of material. This created the sense of unbroken continuity and kinetic fluidity in the grilles. The procedural graphic solutions that were implemented on the bodywork have a direct dialogue with the grilles and have an effect on the overall appearance of the SP48 Unica. The transition from black to the body color, which encompasses the windows, roof, and engine cover, is particularly noticeable. The dramatic visor effect of the front, which is further heightened by the reduction in size of the side windows and the removal of the back screen, draws attention to the substantial muscularity of the SP48 Unica, which gives the impression of having been sculpted from a single piece of metal. In the plan view, there is an emphasis placed on the primary component of the roof. This section offers a graphical representation of the air intakes that are placed into the back part of the carbon fiber engine cover, immediately in front of the rear wing. Also included in this section is information regarding the rear wing. When viewed from this angle, the ingenious interplay of symmetries and intersecting lines that characterize the SP48 Unica is brought to light. This angle also makes it possible for the viewer to comprehend the style study that was conducted prior to the development of the vehicle. In addition to producing a one-of-a-kind aerodynamic balance, the thermal fluid dynamic architecture of the SP48 Unica has been fine-tuned and optimized to ensure that it satisfies all of the cooling requirements that have been placed upon it. This was done to ensure that the SP48 Unica was able to meet all of the cooling requirements that were placed upon it. One of the most noticeable differences when compared to the design of the F8 Tributo is that the air intakes for the cooling flows of the engine are now situated on the front bumper and underneath the rear spoiler. This is one of the most significant alterations. Each one comes equipped with a thorough procedure grille, the various parts of which are optimally angled to maximize the amount of air that can pass through them. In addition, the design of the car allowed the engineers to install an intercooler intake right behind the side windows. This was made possible by the fact that the side windows could be folded down. They were able to reduce the size of the intakes that were positioned on the sides of the vehicle as a result of this. Because of the longer overhang at the back, there is less suction from the roof region, which leads to a greater amount of downforce in the back. Although the cabin retains the technological identity of the F8 Tributo, With the exception of the back screen, extensive development work was focused on establishing the ideal combination of color and trim to express the sleek, athletic, and aggressive nature of the SP48 Unica. This was accomplished by establishing the ideal color and trim combination to express the F8 Tributo's cabin. The seats and the majority of the cabin trim are covered in a specially produced black laser perforated Alcantara. Created Commons. The color of the exterior is matched by an iridescent reddish-orange fabric that can be seen peeking out from behind this layer in some places. The theme picks up both the hexagonal pattern that is on the grills as well as the procedural livery that is on the roof, which serves to create an appealing sense of continuity between the interior and exterior of the vehicle. Because all of the polish so covers in the SP48 Unica cockpit have the same laser-embossed hexagonal design, your attention is immediately drawn to the polished silk covers as soon as you enter the cockpit. It has an impression of technological sophistication and exclusiveness, thanks to the use of matte carbon fiber in the cockpit, which goes extremely well with the accents of Grigio Canady Fusile. The one-of-a-kind Ferrari SP48 Unica was created specifically for a loyal customer who was involved in each and every stage of the vehicle's manufacturing process. It is an audacious take on the concept of a sports vehicle, and it skillfully enhances the vehicle's racing spirit and eagerness for speed. This customer was the inspiration behind the creation of this car. The purpose of the SP48 Unica, which was to adapt an existing model to fantastic effect, was accomplished with great success. It accomplishes this goal by pulling motivation from the core values held by the organization, which are innovation and passion, and by paying homage to those ideals. Special Projects. The Special Projects program at Ferrari is in charge of the creation of one-of-a-kind Ferraris, which are also referred to as one-offs. These vehicles are distinguished by a one-of-a-kind design that is customized to match the unique requirements of each specific customer. This guarantees that each purchaser will be the proud owner of a model that is the only one of its kind in the world. The client will first offer an idea for the project, which will then be developed in conjunction with a team of designers working out of Ferrari's styling center. Before beginning manufacturing of the new one-off, a style book and full design drawings are prepared. This happens after the dimensions and shapes of the vehicle have been figured out. The entire process often takes longer than a year to complete, and during that time the client is actively involved in reviewing both the design and verification phases of the project. Where does this leave us? A one-of-a-kind Ferrari that is distinguished by the illustrious Prancing Horse badge and was crafted to the same stringent standards of quality as each and every vehicle that is manufactured in Maranello, Italy. Thanks for watching this video. Please make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. We will see you soon with yet another interesting, amazing video. So make sure that the bell notifications icon is on so you know the second we post another video.